Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about hypering resource. I'm pretty sure whoever in Empire Z would already know about this term hypering. And the older players who've been playing for more than 3 to 6 months, you guys already know what this is. I'm just trying to show the people who are not really spending money on this game, but trying to get their cities hypered. It's going to take a long time. It definitely requires you to buy some packs to speed things up so that it kind of pays you back. So the idea is to see what hypering really is and how much of that benefit would you can get from hypering. So what hypering really means is to make more of a certain type of resource. So you can actually see that in my main city I hyper lumber, and in my second city I hyper metal. So that's something that I'll kind of show you what I did in terms of setup to achieve what I'm doing and what would be the end result. So in the past, level 22 was the highest, and I kind of stopped with level 22 as my for my resource building. Now I can actually take it to 25, but I'm kind of done with this hypering so that I'm still getting decent amount of resource. So once you start to hyper, you will get tons and tons of resource, and you can then trade with other people in your alliance. So I make a lot of lumber and metal, and then I trade it with other people who are making food and oil, for instance. So that'll be easy for us, so people can make more in one city and optimize it. So how would you do hypering? So you have to sacrifice your whole city, especially in the resource building, to have same sort of building. So the more you have, the more you get. So how would you know how much you can make out of one city? So if you click the building for your resource building, and then you click the question mark, you will actually see what each level would actually give in terms of your income. So I'll come back to you on the capacity. Just forget about that now. Let's focus on the income. So a level 22 building would get you about 17,000. So if you have about 20 buildings, you would actually get 17,000 times 20. So that's your capacity. So you can actually make 340,000 every hour of said resource. And again, you might have some mix. For example, you might have two level 22s, four level 20s, and that's how you need to add. So two level 22s would give you 34,000, and then the rest you got to add up to determine how much you will actually get. And a good thing about getting to level 22 is the best, because you can actually see the jump from 8,560 and it jumps to 17,000. So it technically doubles once you hit from 21 to 21 to 22, which would offer you a bit more in resource. If you want to know how much you exactly make, that's how you would do manually, and that's not enough for you. If you think about it, if you have all 22 and about 20 buildings, you would make 340,000 an hour, and in 24 hours you would make about 8 mil. That's definitely a lot if you think that if you're still struggling to add power to you. But once you start building more troops, you need mad resource, and I think 8 million a day is not that great. So how do we then exponentially make resource? So once you build all this to level 22, one of the things that would actually help you is your hero skills. So your hero skills, if you go there and then under economics, you see all these resource type skills. So if you see that I've put I maxed all the lumber production in my city. So my first level is 16 out of 16, my second level is 21 out of 21, and my third level is 51 out of 51. So this, in terms of percentage, would offer me 495% uplift in terms of production. So if I make one lumber an hour, it would actually give 495 more in the same time. So that offers me an extra boost. And if you have a VIP status, that gives you a little bit more. So if you look at level 13, you get additional 26% of your lumber income. And obviously, adding time is not for everyone, so you need to spend some money to get some the VIP time to add, and also the leaders that you can add. Like for instance, in for lumber, you have some of the leaders that could actually offer you to make more. So just like attack and defense leaders, these are the leaders that would offer you a better resource production. So for lumber, we have certain leaders. For metal, we have sparkles, and so on and so forth. So I'm not using any leaders in this case, but still wanted to show you in another example how much it makes. So if you look at my setup, I have all buildings, pretty much everything level 22. And if I look at how much I make in terms of lumber, my base income is 399,000, and then my hero bonus at 495% on 399 gives me 1.9 mil an hour. These are all per hour calculation. And then the VIP bonus of 26% gives me about roughly 100k, and the research that I've all done would give me about 527. So what I have per hour is about roughly 3 mil I make an hour for lumber, and in a day, 24 hours, I make about 72 million. That's really quite a lot. And in my second city, I did the same setup. If you look at my hero skill set, I have assigned all for metal, and my production is about base income of 242. My hero offers me 1.1 mil. My research is about 300. VIP about 62, and my leader bonus. So this is what I was telling you about. The leader bonus, I have a leader who helps me with the production of metal like sparkles. So that offers me about 300% for now, and that adds up to another 908k. And I'm not sure what the extra bonus here is all about. Maybe it's from my mega city or something, which I don't bother because it's just one. So I'm making about 2.7 mil an hour. So in 24 hours, I make about 64.8. Well, it's pretty good, right? So you make 64 million on your metal, and then about 70 odd million on lumber. That puts me to about 100 plus. But there is a catch. So you got to be logging in every day to clear what you're making. Otherwise, once it hits the capacity, you will not be able to make more. So what is this capacity all about? So when you click the info and question mark, you can see the capacity here. So the capacity per building is about 906k in terms of metal. So and if you add all the buildings together, you will actually end up having a capacity limit. So your capacity, say 17 mil, and once your production hits 17 mil, you will not be able to make anything until you clear that 17 mil by even building troops or using it for your buildings or transferring it to the other city. So most people, what they do is they transfer to their second city or first city, vice versa, and the production would start. And a lot of times I get this question on, hey, I've hypered, I've set up all my hero skill set, I've set up this, but I don't see that my numbers growing anymore. And for them, this is the answer. So please check what is your capacity and what do you own. If what you own is more than your capacity, you will not be able to make anymore, and that's when you start to either shift your resource from one city to another city, or ask your alliance members if they want to trade with, and once you reduce this, it will start to make more. So technically 23 mil is 17 mil, or 23 mil is what my capacity is. So I have to clear every 8 hours. So what I do is every morning when I wake up, I clear once, and then after my work, I clear another time, and then it kind of covers every 16 hours. Still, I would lose a little bit, but I don't really bother about it. So at least you clear twice a day, and you can get more resources. So this is what hypering means. So just a quick summary, what you need for hypering. is all the buildings in your city, make sure that they are the same type of building, and you have all the skill sets assigned to your production so that you achieve the optimum rate of 495% on the prime resource. For food, it might actually jump up to 700 to 800%, what I've heard. And the third thing that you need is your leaders, if you have. So it's a combination of buildings, your hero skills, your leaders, and your research, and plus the VIP would get you the most number of resources. So good luck. If you're not spending money or you're spending less, it might take a long time, but at least you can start planning your city in a way what you really want to build. And one more tip: start to hyper things that you really need based on your troop type. For instance, some people love to have infantry, so for them they would go for metal and lumber, and some people would be more vehicle based and they would go for oil and metal. So depending on what is the troop type, you can actually build your buildings to hyper. Hope you enjoyed the session, and I'll make more of these sessions to share what I've learned in this game. Thank you.